Hi, Fire Fans. This is your reading for the next upcoming months. Okay, this is like an autumn reading. Okay, so this is a season of transition. You know, where leaves starts falling off the tree, which it changes color. You know, a period of letting go and what we can embrace in our changes. You know, where we can seek comfort and reflect. Okay, it's about the cycle of changes. Yeah, you know, I've made this spread as a way of like helping to ground your energies and trying to bring you back into like what goals you can set for the upcoming months. Okay, so we're going to do different star signs. So we're going to start. So I'm going to start with Sagittarius. So there, and then I'm going to be doing Aries and Leo. So Sagittarius, this will, Sagittarius, this would be your reading. Hi, Sagittarius. Okay, hope you're all well and fine and dandy. So we're going to look, I'm going to pull out the different cards. So, we're going to do the present theme vibe, what's going on currently. Be mindful this may not resonate with everybody. This is a general spread. I'm not going to really I'm not going to sort of pinpoint what area it is unless I have to. So your present theme right now, okay, is the Six of Cups. So we've got memories of the past or situations from the past occurring back in your life, you know. So your foundation card, what's grounding you right now or what will ground you in the future. Okay, got the Judgment card. And then we've got, I mean, straight away I look at the card and say it's finding your own voice. Okay. So the recent past and the outside villain influences and the near future. There's been like a separation going. There's been a separation. There's been a divide in the family dynamics. There's been some kind of injustice that's happened. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. So how can harness and connect to this? Well, how can Sagittarius harness? Can I do this all the time? Sorry. All right, we're gonna potential. See the seed potential. Okay. Right. Things is coming into my mindset, and that straight away it was like find your voice, find your own voice. Remember, remember who you are. Okay. Um, this is what's going to ground you in this situation. Okay. Um, I feel like the Ten of Pentacles is usually like a real good foundational card, but what I'm seeing is that there was some form of breakdown in some sort of in relationships, whether that's family, whether that's friends, or whatever this is, So they want you to sort of like continue with your voice in this, right? Okay, so I feel past connections is going to start reappearing. Okay, they're going to be wanting some kind of forgiveness or wanting to sort of reconnect with you. Okay, but be mindful because there was the outside influences. It wasn't balanced before, right? So they may come in with a generosity, but I do feel like this is just going to be like a small, small thing. And they're saying you may be in this phase of like you're feeling like on your own at the moment. You're not feeling, there's nothing. You don't feel like that nothing is growing presently in your life around your relationship. So that you could be feeling a bit, you know, not flat or deflated, just feel a bit like alone. So you may kind of accept this opportunity or offering through this phase, but they're saying, remember the past. There wasn't enough connection, or I'm I'm not necessarily seeing it as family. I see it as relationships. So whether that's Sagittarius, whether this is for like friendships or something that was small, you wasn't getting a lot out of this relationship. Yeah. You may find that a few people are weaving back in now, you know. I'm not seeing it. It's just one situation. It's almost like all of a sudden they're all like texting you or making contact, okay? But I'm not liking this card for the near future. I'm not liking this Seven of Swords. This is kind of mapping out, that there there's still some things being held back from you. There's still some deception, and with the Justice card, to me, I'm drawn to the cats, and with the where there's been arguments and stuff. So there is an imbalance in this relationship from the past, okay? But you may be in a phase where you're feeling like you've got a lack of something, okay? The universe is asking you to open the infidelity nature of abundance in the way you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. So I see potential of new relationships in the future. Don't get caught up in past events that wasn't giving you what you wanted, which is security. You think of the Justice and the Ten of Pentacles. This is about security. They didn't give that in that relationship. It wasn't equal. And it's not necessarily going to change the future either. This is like a world warning. Remember what, you're not a judgmental person, Sagittarians. You kind of like going with the flow. I'm getting that from you. But I feel like in this relationship you've lost your voice a little bit. They weren't really they weren't really honoring you. And I'm not saying that you've got to bow down. People got to bow down, but they can, there is still got to be some kind of balance in relationships, okay? But what they are wanting you to pay attention to, well, okay, you're not feeling it at the moment. You're still, there's still some weight you're carrying. And like I said, I feel like there's that scarcity. They're saying let go of that because there is potential happening, okay? It may not happen over the next several months, but it's coming in. The seed of potential. Plant the seed of potential and nurture it. It's sprouting. Promise with your attention and care. So you've been making developments, Sagittarians, and people are paying attention to that. Okay, you have been making headway. They're seeing that you are succeeding. Whether that's talk's been going on, gossip's been going on, or there's been some sort of kind of like they're knowing that you've kind of like picked yourself back up, and you're making, you're you're doing all right for yourself, yeah. But I know there's this sense of loneliness going on with you. But don't go back to relationships that was never equal. you know make sure there's a balance because there is some deception there. there still will be that held back. It's almost like they'll flitter in, and then you're left cold. You know, do you know what I mean? So they want to be mindful. I want to pull a couple more cards on the Seven of Swords. You know, so so two more cards on the Seven of Swords. So how can you sort of override this? Like, you know, just walk away. You know, walk away from this. Yeah, hold back. Hold back. Celebrate who's around you. You know, whether that's family and that, have time with family and, you know. So they want you to hold back. The Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords upright is like go with force, but it was reversed. So hold back, you know, and work on the connections that you feel like you feel supported, you know, you feel that support there. Yeah. I mean, it's up to you at the end of the day. I feel like this is like kind of a warning card. Warning cards, okay. Um, I feel this can change, and you can go in a direction that will be a lot more happier for you, and there will be potential there. There, you know, I feel this is going to be a short period. Maybe they're feeling lonely and isolated, and you're vibing on the same vibe frequency, but you're in a different place. So just be mindful of the past and how you felt secure. Now, you know, you've got to go. Energy says everything, doesn't it? So look at the actions that they do take in this. So if you just sort of say, well, no, I want to forgive, let go, and just let bygone be bygones, that's absolutely fine. I'm not, you know, because this is like a general reading, you know, but just be mindful what you give out. Don't give so much of your time and energy onto them. See what they do with that energy, and if they're willing to balance it out a little bit more. That's all I've got for you, Sagittarius. And thank you. If you like what you see, please give it a like. And yeah, take care. Speak to you soon. Hi, Aries. This is your reading for the next several months. You know what Spirit wants you to pay attention to. Okay, so we're going to just do the present theme energy. So I'm just going to do like the spread. Okay, so for Aries, the theme for you and the energy, the present, pretty much the same as, that was weird, as Sagittarius. How weird is that? So the recent past, okay. Foundations, what that grounds you, okay. Outside influences, and the near future. Put them there. Okay, so what Spirit wants you to let go of over the next few months or now, Aries. Oh, where's me clarification life message? And what you can harness and anchor. I'm going to give that, but I'm going to pull another one. Well, it's a different bit of message to what Sagittarius has, but you had the same card in the present theme energy, okay, which is the Six of Cups. Okay, so this time, the recent past is there's been a number of options for you around love. They want to give you, this is to do about relationships, yeah? To do with relationships, okay? So there's been a number of options that may have come confusion, with some confusion, okay? So unexpected things that's come up and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. What can I do? Okay, the Six of Cups is saying that there's going to be old gestures reoccurring back into your life. Yeah, so the theme is the Six of Cups. Is but I got a good feel factor with the Six of Cups. I've not got really a bad thing. I think a small there's definitely going to be a gesture going on there, and I'm like I see that you're going to accept this gesture as well, Aries as well. Okay, the foundations of what grounds you, which is the Knight of Pentacles, it is reversed, but I'm going to turn it back around. Okay. um I think sometimes, Eris, I think you want, don't take this as wrong. Well, actually, I'm going to say it as it is. I think sometimes you can try to push things or force things because you're just wanting the answers. Yeah, you just want to be have the feel of the security there. Okay, they're saying it's taking things nice and steady and slow. um, Here, this is what's gonna ground this situation and how it's gonna map out. Yeah, so I feel like opportunities is going to occur. You're going to have some new opportunities, but you're also going to have some other opportunities from the past re-entering back in. How you harness that and how you manage that with the foundation that grounds you is to take it steady. You don't have to rush to any decisions, okay? This is where mistakes is made when we try to force things and it pushes it into something, allow things to unfold on a natural aspect, okay? It's they want you to not so much take a step back, but be open to suggestion, but just yeah, just get away from like needing to know all the answers and needing to know just it's about seeing what the other person does, which I did say that, but with Sagittarians, but it was a bit of a different vibe that I was getting to what I'm getting for you, okay? Your outside influences, there has been a pause with the Hermit card. So I do feel like there's been a few current people from your past has been reflecting and they've been really trying to figure things out. Yeah, with the Hermit card. Yeah. Um, in the near future, I've got the Hierophant card. So it's about inner peace, what brings you peace, how you can be, can you be yourself around these people? Are they really tapping in to your vibe, Um, do you feel more at peace with these people? Yeah? Because here it's saying here, surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substance, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action for beginning to heal the addiction and replace it with healthy alternatives. So it's almost like I want to pause. I don't want to be forceful with you. I don't want you to sort of like try to push things. I want you to sort of like just go with the flow while this is mapping out, and you'll figure out as you go along who's right for you and who's not, not the best things. There has been people that's learnt from the past, so they may come back in, but it might be just like a friendship, so it's just like go in with the go in with it, not so much. So try not to go with your emotions. Aries is more about trying to sort of build a putting your feet on the ground and taking things at a steady pace that's comfortable, just comfortable for you, okay, while you try to figure out other things. Don't get caught up with the addictional side, you know, of life, okay? I see you're quite a passionate person, okay, and and you can be quite spontaneous. So they're saying you need to hold back from that spontaneity and just go with the flow and the moment, and hold back the trying to control, yeah, because we've got here carried away, let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of romance moment. So accept those gestures and allow people to to spoil you. I feel Aries, for you there's a lot of dating going on, or there's going to be a lot of dating going on over the next few months, and you're gonna be figuring out people. So I do feel like Aries, your sort of your sex appeal is coming very strong right now, and you're getting attention, okay? But they're saying don't make the same mistakes as you has before. Embrace and step back and take it slow, okay? Um, Work out inwardly if this is the right fit into you. So we've got here heart desire. Sing along to your heart song, for it knows what is truly what you want. So there's potential for you to find a long-term relationship over the next several months, okay? But it's about you going with the flow. You're going to have some gestures, balance out. Make sure you also, I'm going to say, make sure you're prioritizing those times that they're not taking over your whole life. Okay, so this is like when I do this kind of spread is kind of saying that it is within your hands how is this is going to map out, okay, although we not always got control of others and situations, but how we go about it ourselves is going to give us a different outcome. And I feel with this could lead to a more secure marriage, something that's going to be sustainable in the thing. But I think sometimes we get so very passionate, you're so passionate, and when you like to express, they want you to hold back. Basically, close your legs, keep your zip up, you know. Let them date you. Let them, you know, get to know the persons or people, okay? Broaden your horizons while you're figuring it out. Don't put your eggs in one basket, is the question. Some areas may have past people coming back in as well as new, but this is a time where you can figure out actually what it is potentially you want in a long-term relationship if you're looking for it, okay? If you want to play about and have fun, that's great, but just be mindful what you're getting caught up in, yeah? That you don't end up burning yourself out or end up causing an effect that you actually end up getting caught up in the wrong ones. Yeah. So I think that's going to be the message for you, Aries. Happy dating, jammy buggers. Hi, Leo. This is your message over the next upcoming months. Okay, so I'm gonna do what I did with the others. So we're gonna look at the present theme, energy that's presenting you right now, or where it's leading now over the next several months. Oh, we've got two there. So I'm going to give you those two. So your recent past. So if we put that there. this is your recent past. Your theme. So the foundation card that grounds you. And like the outside influences. And then the near future. Okay, Leo. Right, okay, so what can you let go of? Don't shoot the messenger. Okay. Leo, you've been busy. You've been really busy. You've been working hard. Okay. Okay, so how can you harness this? Yeah, nice. Love it. I love it. Okay. So you've been really busy. You've been really productive and working hard. You know, the recent past is that you've been just trying to create and build. Um, although, and it's been sometimes quite chaotic and fast, you know, fast going, but you've been very much in control, or Leo, of what's happening. I see working projects really working for you, okay? And you have been taking things in your stride. And although like there's been a number of pressures, you know, this is your present situation. There's still quite a lot of pressures going on with you, but there's also some revolutions and celebrations happening as well. So from from this fast movement and all what you've been creating with your wands, yeah, you've been creating really well with your wand. You know, we're coming into a phase of like, though although the pressures are still there and you're still quite busy, we're seeing some great great progress in what's happening here with the Three of Cups. So there's almost like you can do some celebrations, yeah. Although it's not fully over, you still got a lot of work that you're wanting to achieve. So I feel Leo's is looking for like an achievement, and setting their goals over the next several months, yeah. What's grounding you, and the foundation of this is all your ideas is coming up to the surface, and now you're working your magic, you're wanting to create. So I feel like Leo's is really work focused right now, and they are, and they're really putting it into practice. Okay, it's almost like, but you will be starting to see results if you're not seeing it already, but it's not completed, it's not quite finished, and there's some new foundation ideas that you're wanting to work at it. So you're the go through the necessary stuff. Okay, so that's good. Outside influences, again, we're in the Chariot card, so you've I see that you're pulling, really dedicating your energy, and sometimes you may get a little bit distracted away from stuff. It's because you've got so much going on in your mind right now, what you want to do. So they're saying, is stick to the plan, don't get wavered off here. Although, so if you look at it, it's interesting because we've got that right this way where you're like, oh, but I've got this plan, I've got this idea, blah 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 blah. No, stick to the plan of what you've got, but doesn't mean you can't write those ideas down for the future. Okay, careful you don't take too much on that you end up overwhelming yourself too much. Okay, you're in a good position right now, and they want you to sort of like keep in that directional field. Although you're doing a load of downloads at the moment, Leo, and there is a lot going on in your mind. So get your ideas on paper, as you can see, because it will start mapping out where you can start directing it into your life. But I don't think that is your focus over the next couple of months. They're still saying you're still working on these other projects, so focus on those projects first. This is just a guidance, but go with that, right? Okay, because I feel that you've got, it's having self-control. Okay, don't get caught up too much um, into things where you sort of like distract yourself from actually what you're doing, because you are making headway and you are making progress here. Yeah. Near future there will be a decision you would need to make later on in the future. Okay, it could be potentially a financial decision, but it's like, to me, it's saying that things will sort of keep out, you know you will work it out by sticking to this path here. Okay, what they're looking and they're saying to surrender to with your ego is cultivate gratitude, be a service of others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humanity will further your goals. I think where you're making so much headway and success in that, you're starting to get into caught up in, like, well, maybe wanting to change what the work that you actually have done. So just be mindful why you set up these targets in the first place. What was these goals? So it's going back to the past goal system and what was in your heart at the time, because this is, I believe that you are making headway. I'm not saying these ideas are not good. I'm just saying maybe they're not. Don't distract yourself from that by getting caught up, because you're going to end up taking far too much up, right? Okay. Harness and connect. Fast progress. Move forward with swift precision and do what must be done now. See what I mean? Now you've got the travel card and then you've got this here, and he's moving in a direction forward. So stick to they're giving you encouragement to stick to the plan. Don't get caught up in the comments of like where you start wavering in your decision making right now. You're making headway. You are at a phase now that there's some success happening in your projects. Okay, so you're starting to see some value in it, and others are starting to see value in it as well. But I feel like you're going to start, you may get caught up in your mind. You are downloading, jot it down. I'm not going to keep repeating it. Sorry, I had to take a drink. My throat's dry. So just be very careful what you're doing. Remember why you set these goals in the first place. Remember why you wanted to get to this phase. Okay. Um, Sometimes when we see like the celebrations and the success, we can get carried away and get caught up in our ego a little bit. So keep yourself grounded enough and stay on track is the message for you for the next coming months. I'm going to leave it as that, because otherwise I'm going to keep on repeating the same thing over and over again, and it would just be boring, wouldn't it? So I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please give it a like. And yeah, well done, Leo. Looking good. Take care.